Think your spare change is worthless? Think again. These three ultra-rare U.S. coins, a Washington Quarter, Bicentennial Quarter, and Susan B. Anthony dollar, have sold for hundreds to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hidden in pockets, jars, and rolls, they're out there right now. Watch till the end, your fortune may be waiting. History, the truth behind the 1969 S myth. Let's set the record straight. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first minted in 1979, not 1969. There was no official Susan B. Anthony coin struck in 1969 at any U.S. mint. So where does this 1969 S Susan B. Anthony dollar rumor come from? Some of it stems from misidentified coins. People sometimes confuse Eisenhower dollars, which were minted in 1969 to 1978, with the later Susan B. Anthony dollar. Others have seen fake or novelty coins created by private mints or mistakenly believe an S mint mark stands for something exotic or rare. But here's where it gets juicy. There are real 1969 S coins that are extremely valuable, just not Susan B. Anthony dollars. Real value, 1969 S coins worth thousands. 1969 S Lincoln cent, double die obverse. This is one of the most famous U.S. coin errors ever. The doubling is clearly visible on the date and lettering. If you find one, it could be worth $25,000 to $75,000 plus, depending on condition. 1969 S proof coins. The 1969 S mint issued some of the most beautiful proof sets in history. While most are modestly priced, pristine examples or error varieties can still sell for hundreds to thousands. Rare Eisenhower dollars, though not from 1969, some 1971 to 1978 Eisenhower dollars have dramatic off-metal errors, such as being struck on silver planchets. These can fetch $5,000 to over $15,000. So while there's no 1969 S Susan B. Anthony dollar, the year 1969, and that S mint mark, still holds major potential for treasure hunters. Closing, call to action. So the next time you hear someone say they found a 1969 Susan B. Anthony dollar, you'll know the truth, but you'll also know there's still big money in your change jar. From error pennies to misstruck Eisenhower dollars, there's real cash hiding in plain sight. Hit that like button, subscribe for more coin facts and myths busted, and drop a comment if you've ever found a weird or rare coin. And remember, some coins don't need to exist to be worth talking about. Happy hunting! Would you like the YouTube metadata, title, description, tags, and hashtags, for this one? History of the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter. In 1976, the United States celebrated its 200th anniversary of independence, and to commemorate this historic occasion, the U.S. Mint released a special set of bicentennial coins. Among them was the Bicentennial Washington Quarter, featuring a unique reverse design of a colonial drummer, a torch encircled by 13 stars, and the dual date 1776 to 1976. These quarters were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, and they were minted in both standard copper nickel and special 40% silver compositions. The design captured national pride, but what most people don't realize is that some of these coins are now worth a small fortune due to errors, silver content, or extremely high grades. Rare varieties and big values. Here's where it gets exciting. Most 1976 quarters are worth face value. But the rare ones? Let's break down the types that are worth serious money. 40% silver bicentennial quarters, San Francisco Mint, S. These were sold in special collector sets. A pristine, high-grade silver quarter graded MS-69 has sold for over $19,000 at auction. Even raw silver versions can be worth $5 to $50, and graded coins can reach thousands. 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter struck on silver planchet, mint error. This is the holy grail. Denver wasn't supposed to strike silver quarters, but a few slipped through. If a 1976 D quarter weighs around 6.25 grams, instead of the standard 5.67 grams, it may have been struck on a silver planchet. One such coin sold for more than $13,000. High-grade mint state coins, MS 68 or higher. These are ultra-rare. Most coins in circulation have wear, but a few nearly perfect examples have been graded MS 68 or higher and sold for $3,000 to $7,500 plus due to their immaculate condition. Closing, call to action. So there you have it. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter might look common, but the right one could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Don't toss it into your change jar just yet. Look for that silver edge, weigh it, and check its condition. That coin in your hand could be your next big payday. If you found this exciting, like the video, subscribe for more coin treasure tips, and drop a comment if you've ever found a rare Bicentennial Quarter or plan to start searching now. History of the 1965 Quarter. Let's take a quick dive into history. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a major change to the composition of its coinage. Silver was getting expensive, and the government decided to remove silver from circulating coins like the dime, quarter, and half dollar. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. But starting that year, they switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, here's where things get interesting. A few 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets meant for 1964 coins. These rare errors slipped through quality control and were released into circulation, and now, they're worth a fortune. What makes this coin so valuable? The 1965 silver quarter error is one of the most famous minting mistakes in U.S. coin history. Most 1965 quarters are only worth face value. But the one struck on a silver planchet can be worth $5,000 to $15,000 or more, depending on condition and grade. Here's how to tell if you have one. Check the weight. A standard clad 1965 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. But a silver planchet quarter weighs around 6.25 grams. A simple digital scale could change your life. Sound test. Silver quarters make a distinct high-pitched ring when dropped gently on a hard surface. Clad quarters sound duller. Color and edge. Silver quarters lack the orange or copper-colored edge. If the coin's edge is solid silver all the way through, you might have a jackpot in your hand. Professional grading. For any potentially rare coin, it's worth submitting it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A high-grade silver 1965 quarter has sold for over $16,000 at auction. Other rare variants. Aside from silver planchets, some 1965 quarters also exhibit off-center strikes, broad strikes, or double die errors. These can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially in mint state condition. Closing, call to action. So now that you know, go check your change, search your coin jars, and hit up those garage sales. That 1965 quarter you thought was worthless could be a hidden treasure. The thrill of the hunt is real, and your next find could be life-changing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a rare coin, or plan to go hunting now. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting.